Your tribal colonists have just escaped the destruction of their last village. They need the basics: a safe shelter, food, defences, and a magic tree to meditate next to. We want the first structure up on the first day, so they have somewhere safe to sleep tonight. Plan a square of 13 by 13 walls, giving you an 11 by 11 room. This should be close to the anima tree. Place a storage zone within it, then let your colonists have a pemmican snack, equip their weapons, and then carry over some wood. Any colonists good with plants should clear the 13 by 13 area of trees, while your best constructor builds the 4 walls and doors. Your other colonists should haul the pemmican, herbal medicine, and spare wood to the storage area. Place down a torch lamp in the middle, followed by a table, stools, and the sleeping spots. Next to your base, designate an 11 by 11 area for growing rice. If you have an available crafter, set them to make 5 recurve bows. Now you have the basics built, we can think about and plan your expansion. I like to pause and really plan at this stage, because getting a good layout can increase the efficiency of your colonists and the effectiveness of your base. Here, I am sticking to 4 11 by 11 rooms, surrounded by 3 wide corridors. If you struggle with base design, this is a layout that makes things as simple as possible. I do often do bigger rooms, up to about 17 by 17. You don't need to do squares or symmetrical bases, so if you prefer something different, go for it. Once you have the room shapes roughly laid out, it's time to think about a purpose. What needs to be close to what? What will my colonists be doing the most? Let's start with what we have. The main defensive area should be close to your barracks, where your colonists eat and rest. This also reduces the distance injured colonists have to travel or be carried to get back to a bed and be tended. Therefore, we'll put the kill box to the left of the barracks and a tunnel leading to it from our outer wall for raiders to walk down. We're lucky with this map spawn, being mostly surrounded by a mountain, but regardless of map, I will try to get a 2 and then 3 tile thick outer wall built out of stone as quickly as possible. Raiders are potential recruitment, so let's put the prison near the kill box so they're easy to capture. It's also close enough to our barracks so our wardens can get food to them and convert them more easily. We already have our farm, so let's put our food storage and kitchen next to that. It's not too far into the base, which is good for our hunters when carrying hunted animals back from outside our walls. We will need more farms, so let's put those nearby too. Our main storage should be relatively central, so I've put that to the right of our barracks. Production buildings should definitely be close to this, so I'll add them. When we do unlock electricity, this base is currently a little squeezed for wind turbines. We could add them if we wanted, but for this colony maybe generators and then hydrothermal power will be best. Let's add a power section where we have the hydrothermal vent. Thinking about later into the game, we will need sufficient space for high-tech research benches, component making, and other buildings. I'll add a research section. If playing with Ideology DLC, you might need a ritual room. I'll add that below the barracks, although this could be a good place for other things like the Anomaly DLC entity containment areas, for example. I'd also consider using the 5-wide anima tree corridor for mortars and long-range mineral scanners. To give you another example, here is a tribal start where the anima tree is out in the open, near the edge of the map. I've applied the same principles that we've just worked through. For me, this planning is one of the best bits of the game. There is no correct way of doing this. It is completely up to you and how you like to prioritize. Right, let's get back to our tribals. We were left planting rice and crafting recurve bows. We now need to bridge the gap between the pemmican running out and the rice being harvested. I have planted some additional rice in some fertile soil nearby, which will grow more quickly. Now we know our expansion plans, I'll set my cook, crafter or spare planter to do a little hunting with a recurve bow. Make sure to add a dumping stockpile zone and adjust the settings so that they'll bring the hunt back with them. We'll need 80 steel for the fueled stove and some for the research benches, so we'll set a colonist to mine at least 130 steel. We'll set the builder to work on the kitchen and food storage. Once complete, we can then get our cook to start producing simple meals. Finally, let's make sure you're safe against attacks. Construct a trap tunnel which leads to the main kill box. We do this by alternating fences and wooden spring traps. We'll then construct a mini kill box behind that's good for early game. To use it, draft your best melee colonist and have them stand at the front, and your other colonists with recurve bows behind. Now we've got your defences ready, your base planned, and have a good food supply through hunting and crops, your tribals are ready to continue on their story.